RG3 wants to possibly play for the Chicago Bears. Let's talk about it. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, make sure to hit that big red subscribe button down below. Make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. And guys, as always, hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. All right, so this kind of came out of left field, okay? RG3, Robert Griffin III, former Ravens quarterback, former Washington, now Commanders, previously, what shall not be named, their former team name, quarterback, came on the Rich Eisen show. And he was doing some event, the Run event with Rich Eisen. So he came on his podcast, came on a show, and talked about potentially returning to the NFL. Now, RG3 most recently was the backup for Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. And so he basically said, and I'm paraphrasing here, that he's gotten a lot of calls from teams. And he talked about even specific situations that would make sense for him. And he mentioned 3 teams, and the Bears were one of them. He talked about the Cowboys being a potential good situation for him to go back and back up Dak Prescott. Then he talked about the Falcons, who now have Marcus Mariota, and they just drafted a rookie quarterback in Ritter, and then Justin Fields and Chicago. And obviously I want to focus on the Bears side of things here because of the fact that I believe this would actually be a good idea. Robert Griffin III would, I think, be a good backup quarterback. Now, look, here's the thing. The Bears obviously have their backup quarterback in Trevor Siemian. They let Nick Foles go. They flat out just cut him. And so you don't have a third quarterback on the roster. Now, honestly, folks, Trevor Siemian isn't very good. I think RG3, I know he's not very good anymore either, but he's probably better than Trevor Siemian. And the more important aspect of this is Robert Griffin III talked about mentoring Justin Fields, kind of adding to the quarterback locker room. And I think RG3's got a lot that he's seen in this league in his time. I mean, we're talking about a former offensive rookie of the year that he could teach Justin Fields. And again, stylistically, I'm not saying Justin Fields is a running quarterback, but RG3 had the mobility. And so you would have something similar here where if you bring in RG3, he could probably better fit the offense than, let's say, a Trevor Siemian, who is a statue pocket passing quarterback. Like, let's just be honest about it. That is what that is what Trevor Siemian is. And so to me, I would like this move. Bring in RG3 as a number 3 quarterback, or bring him in and then let Trevor Siemian be the number 3 quarterback, or just, flat out cut Trevor Siemian. But I just don't think the Bears will do that. I think they've kind of made their way with Trevor Siemian being the guy, and unless, Justin Fields, knocking on wood, gets hurt or something, this is probably not going to happen. But I do like the idea of it. I really do. I think bringing in Robert Griffin III would be a big help for the quarterback room, just in the sense of having a mentor, having that leadership. Last year we had Andy Dalton. He's not going to provide that. So RG3 really seemed like a guy who wants to mentor Justin Fields, and I think it would be a good idea. So I'd like it. As far as it happening, probably not, but I'm all for it if it does. So I hope RG3 finds a landing spot somewhere in the NFL, because I still think he deserves to be a backup quarterback. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching.